Good morning, happy Sunday. What an awesome time it is, and what a great thing to see where we go unconscious, where we go unconscious. For goodness sakes, we go unconscious. And this has been a really interesting live for me to do, and it starts right now because I have spent a lot of my life unconscious, and it is it's a little triggering for me. So I think this is going to be really fun. Good morning, my name is Bonnie Sachs, and I do these lives every Sunday morning at 9:30, just for the fun of it, for the experience of it, because I love to talk about energy and I love to offer healing opportunities to whoever shows up. And it is definitely a healing opportunity today, because on Friday it showed up, actually it showed up all week, about how many times I go unconscious, how many times I'm busy healing unconsciousness, and I'm doing some version of, oh my God, not again. And then on Friday, the information comes in, it's like, oh, that's what you're going to talk about on Sunday. And of course, it doesn't show up again until Saturday morning, and I get an opportunity to go, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. I haven't even talked about it. So I am really looking forward to whatever shows up today, because unconsciousness is not something that, you know, we can blame ourselves for, right? We are incarnated on a planet where there is a lot of unconsciousness. And so, of course, we're going to have some programming around it. Of course, we're going to have a lot to move out of our bodies. And so we can stop beating ourselves up about that. Good morning, Ashley. It is great to see you. And we spend a lot of time beating ourselves up, right? Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to do that. Let's just start with a really easy one. Here's my list of things to do today. Am I going to get that done? Let me beat myself up because I did not do that. So as a blanket statement, we're all forgiven. Christ consciousness for everybody. All the things that you thought that you did wrong. You didn't finish that assignment. You didn't, you know, buy that product. You didn't handle that particular issue. You know, you are forgiven. Ta-da! Isn't that awesome? It is really that easy for all of us to be forgiven. That's another thing we've gone unconscious to, right? Where we have gone unconscious to how powerful we all are. Every last one of us. The person who has no access to electricity and will never hear these words is just as forgiven as the person who listens to this over and over and over again, right? It is something that is just the case with all of us. We are always forgiven. We are always, you know, healed. We are always in process of that. And so, places where you go unconscious, boom, we get to move that. So, that really easy one, right? The really easy place where we go unconscious to our list. We go to the grocery store and we buy something that we're not supposed to, or we go to the grocery store and we forget something, or the place where you get up to very purposely do something. All right, let me go take care of that. And for me, it's I walk into my garage and I'm like, why am I here? Wait. What is it? What am I doing here? And then I have to go back. retrace my steps, go back to where I was, and then hope that it shows up, right? Where I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I was going to get a hammer so that I could hang this picture, right? That's just this very simple example of where we go unconscious. Now, here's the part that I really love. So many of us think that that's related to age. All of you who are younger than 50, feel free to pop in and go, nope, that happens to me. I forget where I was, what I was going to do. Good morning, Elaine. It is great to see you. And it truly, going unconscious, forgetting, not remembering, whatever words you want to use, are truly just a function of how our brain works, right? All the unconsciousness that is in our brains. Right, Elaine? Elaine is young. So yeah, Elaine goes, yes, that happens to me. It doesn't have anything to do with age, although we do have a lot of pictures, a lot of ideas that say when you turn 50, it all goes to shit. You know, oh, you forget everything once you hit 40. I don't know what your idea of that age is, but I haven't reached it yet. I'm 50, am I 56? I'm 56. And I haven't reached it yet. I just know this brain, this body has a lot of unconsciousness energy, and I just keep moving it, right? I move it because my higher self, my soul, knows how to move it. I move it because I participate in programs, events that help me move more of that. And it's just what happens here on the planet, right? We're all going up in frequency, so it's all transforming, and that's a really cool thing. So we have lots of that inspiration frequency that is coming in for all of us this morning. There have been inspiration stars. There's a yellow. Inspiration is a bright yellow. They have been coming in to help us move more unconsciousness. Speaking of events that happen that help us heal that, this morning we are working on unconsciousness, places where we go unconscious. Now, because we may not remember, I will say, you can ask anytime you want, where have I gone unconscious? And if you have a specific event in your world that you want to know about, where have I gone unconscious to my power, right? Ask that question. You just ask. Like I sit outside on my patio and I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation. You and me, soul, we're having a conversation. Where have I gone unconscious to my power? And I just let my hands move. And I have gotten to a point where I trust that when my hands move, they've moved to a place that I can work on. So if your hands move to your throat, you absolutely have a lot of unconscious energy in your throat. You have a lot of unconscious energy in your brain or your temporal lobes or your frontal lobe or your third eye. You could have a lot of unconsciousness in your eyes. You can have a lot of unconsciousness in your elbow, right? It doesn't matter where. Trust your hands. You can trust what information comes in for you. I'm here to just let you know. You can trust that. Trust it, trust it, trust it. So at the moment, I'm kind of laughing in my head of where I've gone unconscious to cleaning my lens. Now, not the lens in my eye, but watch me do this. And then she said, whoop, 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 whoop. Where have you gone unconscious? Point to a place where you have gone unconscious. Where have I gone unconscious? I could just say, where is the most unconsciousness in my body? Wow, there's a lot of unconsciousness right here in my frontal lobe. There is a strip that goes across here. And each one of us has one of those strips that is going across our frontal lobe. And we get to move that this morning. Did you know that it was that easy to move energy? That it is that easy to move unconsciousness? I don't know, I do a whole little, yes, it's that easy. I didn't always know it was that easy, but it absolutely is. So, we're going to put more inspiration right there in our frontal lobes. More inspiration. More inspiration, and we're just putting that in there because holy cow, who doesn't want to have more access, right? More access to their information. Someday somebody's actually going to tell me who that is. Good morning, Elaine. It is great to see you. We are talking about unconsciousness and taking the opportunity to move more of it out of ourselves. We are just talking about, where do you go unconscious to your power? You get to ask that question and move more of that unconsciousness. I love that it is that easy. So, what's another one? Does anybody have one in particular where they go unconscious? I was thinking this morning about where I go unconscious to other people, to what is going on with other people, right? Now, I could also say that that is maybe me, like, oh, Bonnie, you're so self-absorbed. You're focused so much on yourself that you're not paying attention to other people. Is that true? No. It's not the truth of any of us, but it is true that we have a lot of unconsciousness in our space. It makes us go unconscious to other people. That was showing up this morning too. Wow, isn't that interesting? So, where do I go unconscious to other people? Wow, right here. And there is a gift for everybody for our heart space. There is a lot of unconsciousness in our hearts, in our heart chakras, in our heart space, in our affinity space, in, you know, in this area. And we forget that we are connected to everybody. Right? We forget that we are part of the one love, that all of us are connected into the same grid system. And so what happens to me happens to you, and happens to my next door neighbor, and happens to the person who works at the drugstore, right? So when I can connect into this space, when I can go, oh yeah, that's right, let me clean up this space, let me move more unconsciousness that exists there. When I can do that, then I can start to connect. Oh yeah, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? Wow, I can connect to you, and I can have that awareness that you're feeling particularly sad today. That's why I might feel sad. Wow, if I heal that in me, I'm healing that in you. Isn't it interesting how much unconsciousness plays a part in our everyday lives? So, we're going to give this spot a healing in unconsciousness, moving another round of unconsciousness out. Notice that I said another round of it, because there is a lot of unconsciousness in our body, and it sits in our body in layers and layers and layers and layers. And it's not even just layers and layers of unconsciousness. There's layers of unconsciousness, and then layers of fear, and then layers of pain, and then unconsciousness. It's like the most unappealing layer cake ever. The most unappealing layer cake ever. So we're going to move more unconsciousness out. And it also shows up as an opportunity for us to run some more grace frequency in everybody's body. We're going to run more grace. Did you know that grace was a frequency? Grace is energy. Grace is certainly a girl's name, but it's also an energy, and it really helps soothe the nervous system. So if you ever get to be like I was this morning I was all kinds of like, oh my God, what's going on? I was getting really shaky and feeling really, I could have said I was nervous, but I'm like, why would I be nervous about doing a live? I've been doing lives for a long time. And so I was just like, all right, let's run some more grace in my nervous system. And if you don't know how to do that, if you're not sure how to run grace, you know, through your nervous system, you could do a little, I trust, I trust, I trust, right? You could just trust that your higher self, your soul, your I am presence is going to get somebody who does know how to do that. And that's the reason why we can calm ourselves down. So, happy to do that for all of us. There is a gift available as well. This gift just dropped in for me. There is an orb. Everybody has an orb available to them, and everybody's orb is going to be a different color. Some of them look like cerulean blue, and some of them look like a gold. Some of them have a beautiful opalescence to them. That opalescence is that frequency to take it up in power, power, power. It's illumination frequency. That's a really cool thing. Some of you have an orb that looks like rose pink quartz. And of course, if you weren't aware of this, your orb actually has a lot of different frequencies in it. It's just kind of the one that your higher self wants to show you. And that gift for you is yours forever and ever. It is going to continue to transform the low frequencies in your body, and you get to put it wherever you most want it. I want it in my heart space this morning. Yeah, I want to put more there. And mine does have that cerulean blue in it, that wonder frequency. I've been having lots of opportunities to see where more wonder shows up in my life. Another place where I've gone unconscious. Wow, I've gone unconscious to all the joy, all the wonder, all the gifts that are always available to me. How about that? That's another one that has shown up. Where I've gone unconscious to what is always around me and has always been there. Has always been there. And sometimes I sit and I ask, was it there when I was 5? And I get a chance to look and go, oh my God, it was there when I was 5. And I knew it. I knew it was there. Was it there when I was 15? Yes. And then I get a chance to remember all those places through my life where I had a knowingness. I knew that information, right? When I met my husband, I knew he was the one. When we moved to Florida, I knew that that's what I was supposed to do. There were different jobs that I did, different experiences that I took on, and I just knew that information. I bet each and every one of you can go through your life and go, oh yeah, I knew that. Oh, I definitely knew that. Oh yeah, that was one of those things. See, that was when you were accessing your information, where you didn't go unconscious, where you pulled more healing alchemy from the field and gave it to yourself so that you could access that information. See, we're not as unconscious as we think we are. We're really not. And we're going to move more of the programming, right? Another round of programming that makes us think that we are unconscious, or makes us go unconscious. Have you ever walked through the grocery store? You only went into the grocery store to get one thing. I'm here to get bread. I'm here to get bread. I'm here to get bread. And you walk into the grocery store. Ooh, look at the apples. Oh, wow. Bok choy, that would be a really great food to make tonight. And what did I come in here to get? Oh yeah, bread. I came here to get bread. Bread, 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 bread. Am I the only person that does that? We can go unconscious to things like that all the time. And we start to think, oh, I'm so forgetful. I better write it down. Right? I'm so forgetful, I better write it down. Is that the truth? No. Absolutely not. You're not forgetful, you just have a lot of unconsciousness. Elaine, that happened yesterday, right? That's a regular occurrence for me. I am going to remember this. Oh, let me write it down. Oh, forgot the list. I do love how that happens. So we have stars, diamonds, twinkle lights, all of those things. I was like, wait, what are those things? And then I got the next thing, right? Stars, diamonds, twinkle lights, all those things are available. Amp up the power. Let's move more unconsciousness. Sometimes I get really excited about it and I think, what will it be like when I always have access to my information? It's like, oh, that would be really good. So, we're going to move more unconsciousness in our hands. And I am seeing rings for everybody. Rings, like rings that go on your fingers. So some of you are showing up like, I just want one big fat ring that just keeps working it, working it, working it. And others of you are showing up like you want a ring for every finger. Which one are you? You want one big ring? I have one big ring that's right there. That is more of those frequencies of wonder and love and joy. And it's just pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. High frequencies. Is that trippy? Might be a little trippy. And I also want a ring here, and a ring here, and a ring here, and one here, and one here. It's at 5 golden rings. See, Christmas has come early. How awesome is that? We get that opportunity. Whichever way it shows up for you is perfect. Yes. Because our hands have a lot of unconsciousness in them. Is that kind of a weird statement? My hands have a lot of unconsciousness in them. My feet have a lot of unconsciousness in them. Yes. Booties for everybody. If you don't like booties, you can have socks, you can have crystalline shoes. We can absolutely do that. Gift it, gift it, gift it. It's always available. Do you have to listen to me in order to get that gift? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. But sometimes it's helpful when somebody is going, yo, hey, how about a gift? And you're like, yes, please. I will take more gifts, please. So, we've gotten an orb. We've gotten some rings. We've gotten some booties, socks, shoes. How cool is that? So, what else is there? Ooh. Okay. We're going to do one more. And it's a belt, a sash, a ribbon. And we're going to put that in our body somewhere. Everybody might decide a different place. I can see mine going around my waist. Eileen, you can absolutely have a scarf. You have a gorgeous scarf, Eileen. At first it looked very red. And then when I looked closer, I could see your scarf kind of looks like a stained glass window to me with lots of colors. So if you have an awareness about what your scarf looks like. And where do you want to put it, right? Because you can get a scarf and it can go around your head. You can get a scarf and it can go around your throat. You can get a scarf and it goes around your arm. You can get a scarf and pull it really long and then put it in this way so it sits this way in your body. Maybe you want to take a scarf or a sash and just wrap it around your central nervous system, because you would love the gifts there. How freaking cool that you can do any of those things, that it shows up exactly like that. And you're not making it up. You are conscious to your power. You are conscious to the gifts that are always there. You are conscious to what you most want in your body. That's a beautiful thing. That's an awesome thing. And we always want more, more, more. Eileen, wear it like a dress. That is awesome. Yes, all over. How awesome is that? And gift and gift and gift and gift and gift. And keep gifting and gifting and gifting more love, more joy, more inspiration, frequency, so we have more access to what's already ours. That's the most important part. Get that. It's already yours. It's already available to you. Even if you are in the darkest, saddest, most fearful place you have ever been in your life, all these gifts are around you. And it shows up like we sit in the middle of a room thinking we're in a dark closet, when we're not. We're in the most beautifully lit, gift-filled place. The room is just over the top filled with everything you could possibly want. And all you have to do is reach a hand out and it's there. all that you have to do is say, yes, please, can I have some more love? Dear Lord, I just can't feel it. And it is gifted to you. It is absolutely there for you. Always. Always, 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 always. Doesn't matter what you think you are. You are a magical, beautiful being of light. Chrissy, thank you very much. I like to think that it has to do with when you start speaking the truth, right? People get that. And it is the truth of all of us. It is always available to us. The scarves, the ribbons, the orbs, the rings, the booties, the shirts, whatever it is that you most want, ask for it. And then bling it up. I see somebody's going, yes, I want a hat. Put that hat on. Another way to transform more unconsciousness. Yes, I love that. I absolutely love that. And I love each and every one of you and how you show up in the world. You show up bold and brave and loving, kind, giving, ready to transform everything out there. That's truly your truth. That is truly how you show up. Internally, you might feel a little differently, but externally, you are out there just changing the world, gifting, giving, loving, trusting. So thank you very much for showing up that way. And thank you for showing up this morning. Have a great Sunday and enjoy your week.